PGA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour bring you the best young talent in the world of golf. From the province of Alberta and Banff Springs Golf Course, live final round coverage of the Canadian Championship. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, our leader is indeed our featured golfer. It has been a textbook performance to this point.
This is when the game is fun, Frank, when you get one high in the air and you have a down breeze and you just watch it stays in the air forever.
Look at the hang time on that.
This has really been fun to watch, the evolution, the growth of an outstanding young player. And Noda now with a chance to win 2 in a row on the Korn Ferry Tour. What have you seen as you've watched the last couple of tournaments?
Well, winning in consecutive weeks is about as common as seeing a $2 bill, which is you don't see it very often. And in this particular case, can the confidence garnered from that first win carry on to a second?
Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And she'll move even further under par.
Frank, it's always nice to begin a round with a little variety. We had a relatively short par 4 opening hole and now a par 3 to back it up.
You can see why short iron play is going to be paramount today, Rich. Short iron into the first hole and a chance here to hit another short iron into a short par 3. So you can get off to a very fast start.
Okay, that will finish on the front of the green, and with the pin cut front right, a birdie try forthcoming. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And this one probably needs an extra nudge just to get it up that slope, but overall, it's not a difficult one.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. That finished off for par here at the second. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is.
Well, Frank, as we get to the third hole here at par 5, it feels to me like you need to be at a minimum 1 under through the first 3 holes or you're losing ground to the field.
You're exactly right. Chance here for birdie or eagle too. This is one of those holes you can just wind it up and let it fly. And you'll certainly get a good reward with a big tee shot.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Oh yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb.
Frank, it's always fun to play a par 3 just like this one.
Yeah, the ball's going to go further. Obviously get to tee it up. Should be able to carry that water. That's really the only problem for the player in front. But once again, another good chance for a birdie.
192-yard par 3 fourth.
A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. A lot of movement coming left here. This for birdie. Yeah, tough to know just how far out to the right to play that one. I mean, that was not far enough. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And she's going to remain right where she is.
Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, 5th hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot.
Right, in the fairway.
Second shot now to the par 4 fifth.
Just minimally uphill, Rich, with a green too that opens up towards that left side. Just want to make sure you carry the front and pitch the ball well into the middle of the screen and not really worry about it. Once the flag is past that middle section, though, players are definitely going to have to go further left.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Oh, yeah, that one on line all the way. It's in for a birdie. And she'll get a stroke back.
Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 sixth hole, reasonably short at 373 yards, a lot of golfers arrive at a hole like this and they'll think, well, I'm just going to blast it away because it's such a short four. You think these kinds of holes require a little more thinking?
They certainly do, Rich. If you can't drive it to the front edge of the green, there's no point really trying to hit it through that narrow neck. You can just sort of knock a 3-wood down there, or something that's going to give you a decent yardage where you can at least spin that second shot. If you can guarantee that ball's going to stop when it lands, it's going to be much easier than trying to fashion some sort of pitch and run.
That's the benefit of really bombing a tee shot down there. You get a simple little chip, you knock it close, and looks like another birdie.
Well, Frank, how about this hole? 602 yards of par 5, although I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. The 602 yards these days for a long hitter.
What do you say? It's a drive and a 7-iron?
That's a mid-range par 5.
Well, yeah, 2 woods, the longer hitters will definitely get at home there, especially in good conditions. But bunker down the left, avoid that, carry that, and then we can think about the second shot.
This round's been a clinic so far, and that's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
That one had to feel good.
It struck it so well, you could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb.
Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water, Frank. Only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there, and maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Okay, safely aboard. Chance now for another birdie.
Yeah, Rich, this is one definitely to take a run at. Not much movement or slope to speak of at all.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. Okay, that one in for par. And she'll stay right where she is, well under par.
So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favor the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. Man, Frank, it is one thing to stack pars on a scorecard, but eagles, this is an incredible performance.
Well, I'm used to birdie feasts, but eagle feasts? I didn't think you could do that.
Come on, are you kidding? A third eagle of the round? That is not something you see every day, I promise you. Getting ready to start the back 9 here at Banff Springs. And Frank, you better be ready on this 10th tee. This requires a good shot.
Even though the hole looks like it bends towards the right, the best access to this hole is actually a little draw off that tee. That's the direction of the green, so a nice high draw in here.
This one going to require some pace back up the hill for birdie. Got it there, but not quite on target. So that's in for par to start this backside. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand.
So off the long par 3 10th, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Just sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it over the ones on the left. But ideally down the left side, it avoids that pine tree that's further down.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Oh, this could be good.
Oh, just a beautiful performance, and this round looks like it's going to get even better. Just a beautiful iron shot. The sound off that club face.
You bet. A birdie here at the 11th. And this one was over a while ago. This is just a walk in the park now.
All right, on to the 12th hole, 442-yard par 4. What do you like about this hole, Frank?
Just a nice par 4 that sort of bends to the player's right. A lot of people will just stand up here, grab the driver. I don't really think you have to do that, Rich. The hole's not overly long. Just something short or down that left side. You're only going to have a short iron in for your second shot.
Boy, she just seems to be on autopilot right about now. That, another good drive off the tee.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Oh, needed just a little bit of a turn, but that will somehow stay right on the edge. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And she's going to remain right where she is.
13th hole, par 3, 225 yards and heavily bunkered around that green, Frank.
It is, but that green gets narrower as the hole gets longer. Nothing wrong with hitting the ball sort of the middle part of the green here.
Okay, a friendly bounce there, and that will make its way onto the putting surface. Now this for another birdie.
And this putt's going to want to go left all day long. It's back up the slope as well.
Oh, yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shout.
Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off. 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dog leg to the right with bunkers all over the place. It's sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, what is that, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot. Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
A long one coming up here for birdie. Nope. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And she'll stay right where she is, well under par.
Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office. Rich, is that 8 or 9 feet? I don't know about that, but it is a great approach shot.
Yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard.
Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favor a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though. It's been a beautiful round of golf today. It's been a clinic with the irons, and, well, more evidence there. The swing, the strike, and look how close that is.
This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And with it, she'll get a stroke back.
Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarsi, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here and the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4.
Oh, this is a big chance, but it's looking good. What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in 1. That's really well done. From that distance, you'll take it every time. Nicely done. Birdie finished off here at 17. And she'll get a stroke back.
Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron.
Yes, step one out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. Got every bit of that through it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Oh, what a putt there. It's in for eagle here at 18. And that will mean that this is a round of, can you believe it, 55.
Well, Frank, I really enjoyed this. The golf was outstanding, but the scenery was breathtaking.
Canada's just a beautiful part of the world to be enjoyed, to be savoured, really. And on a golf course, unlike a lot of the ones we see today, not overly long, very playable, enjoyable, and a golf course certainly that's going to give you a good score if you play well.